Okay.
Okay, so we'll come back. Now I think I have to share the screen and let's go back to the module because it is the time to practice. Okay, listen to my plan, Malak. Now we will practice. After listening to the recording, I need you to write the sentence in the chat box using the Zoom cloud meeting, okay?
Okay.
Yeah, in the Zoom cloud meeting, we have the chat box, if you can notice here.
Mm.
Oh,
Okay.
bravo. Oh, bravo. So please try to type the sentence that you hear just to check if the sentence is correct or maybe it isn't.
Okay.
Okay. Okay, so this is it. Now I think it is the time to practice, which is listen and type. I think, yes, this is it. So let's begin practicing.
It is possible that he will come to the party.
Can you repeat,
It is
please?
possible that he will come to the party.
Malak, okay, sorry. Absolutely, the speaker here, while we are practicing, the speaker is going to repeat the sentence 3 times. Okay?
Mm.
I'm sorry, I didn't tell you, but every module we are practicing, the speaker is going to repeat the statement 3 times. Okay?
Okay.
So
Okay.
let me go back to the recording because the speaker now is going to say the statement the second time. Okay?
Okay.
It is possible that he will come to the party. It is possible that he will come to the party.
So the 1 minute is finished. I wonder if you have totally written the whole statement the speaker said. Let me check. So is possible that he will come to the party. Okay, now I think it's the time to tell you something which is really important. Okay. Wait, let me show exactly. Okay, the next one is this is it. Okay, so the correct sentence or statement is it is possible
Mm.
that he will come to the party. Okay, let me tell you something about the sentence that you wrote. First of all, you wrote the question mark. This is number one. Number two, you didn't mention the subject. Let me tell you something, Malak. The speaker is going to say a complete, a meaningful statement. I mean by complete, the speaker is going to mention the subject, plus, absolutely, he's going to mention the verb, finally, the object, if any. If there is no object, absolutely, he is going to mention the rest of the sentence. Maybe the speaker is going to mention an adverb of time, adverb of a place, or something like that. But he is not going to miss any part of the sentence. So we notice
Mm.
that it is the subject.
Yeah.
Is the verb.
Verb.
Bravo. So please, to the party, this is an object. So, or the rest of the sentence, or let me say that the adverb of a place. So this is it, please. Any recording you are going to listen, this recording should be complete. All the parts of a speech should be involved or included. And if you
Okay.
notice in the sentence, the subject is missing. There is no it. Okay?
Okay.
This is what I mean, Malak, by intuition. Intuition, you have all the time to think about the parts of the sentence. You have to check the meaning if the statement has a meaning. This is the meaning of intuition.
Okay.
Okay. There is another word which is important, which is intonation. The meaning of intonation, the tone of the speaker, if it is up or if it is down. Let me show you an example. All the time, Malak, all the time, if the speaker is asking a question, the intonation, the tone of the speaker should be up. For example, if this sentence is a question, the speaker should say like that, like this. Is it possible that he will come to the party? So notice my intonation, notice the tone that I used. And the tone that I used, Malak, is up. Why? Because it is a question, because I'm asking a question.
Okay.
Do you understand what I'm saying, Malak?
Yeah, you mean
But
the tone or
the tone of the speaker, if it is up, if it is down, if there is surprising, for example, if the speaker is surprised, because absolutely, if the speaker is surprised, you have to write exclamation mark. For example,
Yeah.
snake, snake. So notice the speaker is screaming, he is surprised. Yes, you have to write exclamation mark. This is what I mean by tone of the speaker, or the tone, yes, the tone of the speaker, okay?
Okay.
So please, two things are really important: intonation and the tone, the intuition and intonation. The intuition, again, is just to make the sentence meaningful. Absolutely, every statement should have a meaning. And we don't have to neglect the tone of the speaker if it is up. So we notice that the speaker didn't ask a question. Let me play the recording again, just to show you that it isn't a question. Where is the recording? Maybe I stopped it. Let me play it again, because I want you to listen to the intonation. No, this is it. Please, my laptop.
It is possible that he will come to the party.
So he didn't ask a question. He didn't say, is it possible that he will come to the party? Okay.
Yeah.
This is really important, so please be careful. So this is it. Thank you so much. Now I think we have to complete the practicing. Now the next module or example. Let me skip that. Wait, no. Yes, let me skip it. Okay. So this is okay. So this is the exact sentence the speaker said. Now I think we have to go to the next example. Okay.
It is important for me to wake up early in the mornings. It is important for me to wake up early in the mornings. It is important for me to wake up early in the mornings.
So the 1 minute is finished. Now let me check the sentence or the statement you have written. It is important for me to wake up early in the morning or mornings, so let me check. Okay, so the next or the correct, wait, this is it. it's important for me to wake up early in the morning or mornings.
Oh, I heard the morning.
He used the plural. You have to be careful.
Okay.
Did you hear the S clearly, Malak?
In the mornings?
Yes, I think he said it clearly. He said S mornings clearly.
I don't know.
Uh-huh. And thank you for using the correct punctuation marks. Okay?
Okay.
So this is it. As I told you, he didn't use contraction or abbreviation. So I don't encourage my students to use abbreviation if the speaker doesn't use it. Only if the speaker uses the abbreviation or contraction, you have to use it. Thank you so much. This is really amazing. You're listening.
It will be correct or incorrect? Because I didn't put S.
About the mornings, absolutely, it's not correct. Do you know why?
Okay.
Because there
Even
is.
if I have one letter?
Yes, this is about the plural and singular, Malak.
Okay.
Yeah, this is something completely different.
Okay.
So, yes, let me say that you have only one mistake. Okay?
Okay.
That's amazing.
Okay.
Yeah, so I think now we have to go to the next example. Now, example number 3.
If you need help paying the bills, I will help you with that. If you need help paying the bills, I will help you with that. If you need help paying the bills, I will help you with that.
So the 1 minute is finished. Yeah, let me check the statement that you wrote. If you need help, pay the bills. I will help you with that. Okay, let me show you the correct sentence. This is it. If you need help paying the bills.
Okay.
And you said if you need help, pay.
Yeah.
Absolutely. I cannot use verb here, Malak. I have to use gerund. I have to use verb ing.
Yeah, Gerald. Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
Mm.
The only way, just if you want to use verb, you have to use to. This is this is infinitive, but absolutely here the speaker used gerund, not infinitive. So please be careful. If you need help, I cannot say if you need help, pay. If you want to ask me why, it's wrong to say if you need help, pay, because help is a main verb and pay is a main verb. It is impossible in any sentence two main verbs could come in the same sentence. Yes, okay.
Yeah.
So this is why you have to know that it is not pay, it is paying.
Okay.
Okay. So
Yeah.
if you need help paying the bills, thank you so much for using comma. This is conditionals. I will. This is the first conditional. I will help you with that. And thank you for using the full stop. Let me tell you something about the full stop. I noticed, Malak, in the chat box, after writing that, after finishing writing the sentence, you pressed space, then you pressed the full stop. This is wrong. You don't have to press any space. You have to write the comma immediately after T without a space.
Okay.
Okay?
Okay.
And thank you for writing the comma after the comma. Yes, I have to press space. This is correct. Exactly. This is typing. These are the rules of typing. The punctuation marks. After using a comma, you want to start another phrase, you have to press space. This is really
Okay.
important. And when you finish writing the sentence, please don't press space, then full stop. You have to write the full stop immediately after finishing the statement, okay?
Okay.
There is something you have to know, Malak, in the Duolingo exam. In the Duolingo exam, the autocorrection is cancelled.
Mm.
I mean, I know that if you want to write I will, the keyboard is going to correct it itself automatically. He's going to write the I capitalized. But in the Duolingo exam, this function is cancelled, is stopped.
Okay.
Okay? So be careful. The I, if it is written only in the sentence, you have to write it capitalized.
Okay.
Is that clear, please? So again,
That's
the
it.
autocorrection, I know that if you want to write any sentence using a Word file or using your phone, there is a function which is called autocorrection. The autocorrection is going to correct my mistakes, but it isn't like that in the Duolingo exam because this function is going to be stopped or canceled, okay? Please be careful.
Okay.
So thank you so much. This is really amazing. Now I think it's the time to go to the next example. Now for
My brother eats 3 times as much as I do. My brother eats 3 times as much as I do. My brother eats 3 times as much as I do.
so the 1 minute is finished. Now let me
Mhm.
check the sentence. My brother eats, bravo, 3 times much than I do. Okay, let me show you the correct one. So my brother eats 3 times as much as. Please,
Mm.
we have as many as, we have as much as. This is about countable and uncountable nouns, but not much than me. He didn't use, yes, I know that it is comparative, but he is not, yes, I mean, we have here the same quantity or quality. It is as much as many as, it's not much than.
Mm.
Okay?
Okay.
So please, you have to listen carefully. This is the only mistake that you have. My brother eats 3 times as much as, thank you, I do. So this is the full stop. Now you wrote the full stop correctly. This is really amazing. So please be careful, Malak. Do you know how to use as much as plus as many as?
Not really.
Do you need me to explain this rule?
Yeah.
Okay,
Or
yes.
if you have a video on YouTube, I will check it.
Okay. Yes, I do. I have one, and I'm going to send the link to that video. This video, the name of this video, Malak, is comparative and superlative. Okay.
Okay.
Please go to the playlist on the channel and check the lesson of comparative, and superlative. You have to check it because you have to know how to use as much as many as. This is about the same quantity and quality. And don't forget the countable and uncountable nouns. And we have as many noun plus as, for example, as many children as I have, or something like that. This is really important. Please watch it carefully. When you finish watching the video, if you still have any problem, please tell me the next time to explain the problem to you, please.
Okay.
Okay, so this is it. That's amazing. Now I think we have to go to the next example. So now sentence or statement number 5. Let's begin.
I am going to the party even if it rains. I am going to the party even if it rains. I am going to the party even if it rains.
Okay, so the 1 minute is finished. I wonder
Mm,
if you
okay.
wrote the statement. So I am going to the party even if he drinks, Okay, let me show you the correct one. Even if it rains.
Okay.
Yes. Okay. Let's imagine that I want to write, I'm going to the party even if he drinks. Do you feel that this sentence has a meaning?
No,
So this is it. This is
different
the
meaning.
bravo. This is the meaning, Malak, by intuition. Intuition is to use your intuition to check and to match the meaning to make the sentence has a meaning. If you feel that your sentence that you wrote has no meaning, has something wrong, please check it again.
Okay.
Absolutely. In every party, we can drink, we can eat, we can dance, we can do these things. So please, you have to check yourself. So thank you so much. I'm going to the party, even if this is it. It
Yes.
weighs exactly. So this is a really simple sentence. By the way, you have, sorry, you have to check yourself all the time and to check if the sentence has a meaning. Thank you so much. Now let's go to the next example.
Even though he worked hard his whole life, he never made much money. Even though he worked hard his whole life, he never made much money. Even though he worked hard his whole life, he never made much money.
I can't write it all the whole
Okay,
sentence.
okay, we are practicing. Let me repeat the video. What do you think?
Even though
Yeah.
he
Do you want me to repeat the example?
Yes, please.
Okay, we are practicing, by the way. We are not in the real exam, so we can practice the time that you want. Wait, so let me go back and start over. Okay.
Even though he worked hard his whole life, he never made much money. Even though he worked hard his whole life, he never made much money. Even though he worked hard his whole life, he never made much money.
So, Malak, what about now? Is everything okay?
Yeah.
Okay. Now, can you
Oh,
please send me the sentence or write the sentence on the chat box exactly just to check it. Even though he retired the whole life, he never made much money. Okay. I think I have to show you the correct statement. Okay. So, even though he worked hard, you said even though he retired?
yeah.
So, you wrote retired. The speaker said even though he worked hard,
His whole
his,
life.
bravo, not the whole life, but his whole life, comma, absolutely, you didn't write a comma. Don't forget that this is conditionals, you have to write the comma. And he never made, yes, he never made much money, exactly. You didn't write the full stop. As I told you, the punctuation marks are really
Mm.
important. You didn't write a comma, you didn't write a full stop. And the speaker said, even though he worked hard. You said, even though he retired the whole life, the whole life.
Mm.
Do you think that again, that two
No,
sentences?
there's no meaning. No.
So please
Yeah.
again. So use your intuition all the time just to check if you have a mistake. And finally, to find the correct meaning of the sentence that you are typing.
Okay.
So again, that's something normal because this is the first time you are doing this module. And by the way, we are practicing.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's something normal just to commit some mistakes. Okay, so this is it about this example. Don't forget to place the punctuation marks. Now I think we have to go to the next one. Now, example number 7.
I would travel around the world if I won the lottery. I would travel around the world if I won the lottery. I would travel around the world if I won the lottery.
Okay, so I wonder if you wrote the full statement or
Mm.
sentence. Yeah, this is about conditionals again.
Just I heard
Take your
this.
time. Okay, now let me check the sentence that you wrote. I would travel around the world if I want if I want a what?
Lottery or something, he said.
Yes. Do you know the meaning of lottery?
Like vacation or holiday.
No, like winning the big prize.
Okay.
Yeah. Do you need a
Mm.
second chance to listen to the recording?
Yes, please.
Okay, so we are practicing. Let me start over and please listen again and check the meaning of the sentence that you are typing. So let me start over.
I would travel around the world if I won the lottery. I would travel around the world if I won the lottery. I would travel around the world if I won the lottery.
Okay, so I wonder and I hope if the second time is better than the first one.
I would travel around the world if I win the lottery
If I win the lottery,
or win, he said.
uh-huh. Please, can you write it down and send me the statement or sentence?
Yeah, I win. I went.
If I wind. Do you know the meaning of wind?
Win?
Ah, you wrote wind. What is the meaning of wind?
If I have or
I would travel
Wait,
around the world.
wait. Let me skip that to go to the next one. Okay. You said I would. The correct sentence or statement is I would travel around the world if I won the lottery.
won.
Yeah, won.
It's
Ah, the past of what? The
the
past of
past.
win.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Mm.
And you said wind. Okay, let's imagine, as I told you, that it's wind. Do you feel that this sentence has a meaning?
No, I put it wind because I don't know the past of wind.
Please be careful about the irregular verbs. You have to be
Yeah.
familiar with all irregular verbs. Okay?
Yeah. Okay.
Bravo. So the past of win is won. And keep in mind that this is maybe the third time the speaker used what conditionals. And this is the second conditional malak. I mean, notice that the speaker used would, infinitive or verb zero, plus simple past. This is the rule.
Mm.
Let me show you the rule, and because I know that maybe you don't have the full idea about conditionals. Okay, conditionals, Malak, is really important. I mean, you have to know the rules of conditionals just to be able or to know the speaker, the rule the speaker is using. Let me show you, by the way, the rules of conditionals. Let me search about conditionals lesson. Then this is it exactly. Okay. We have, as I told you, if I don't know if you noticed that the speaker used conditionals more than once. knowing the rules of conditionals is well important just to check yourself, to check which rule the speaker is using. Is he using the first conditional, the zero conditional, the second, the third? Okay, this is it. These are the rules of using conditionals. Now, let me explain the rules, Malak, and let's match the correct rule with the example that we have just practiced. So notice if you want to use if, not only if, please be careful, Malak, maybe when. If you want to use when, it's not only if, because some people name this lesson as if conditionals. It's not about if all the time, because conditionals is talking about if or maybe when. If you want to use if or when, they have the same meaning. For example, if you study, you will pass the exam. And if you want to say, when you study, you will pass the exam. They have the same meaning. So it's not only about if, maybe when, okay?
Okay.
Okay. Now, the zero conditional is saying, if you want to use if or maybe when, and this is if or when, as I told you, plus or maybe or when. Let me write it because you have to know it. Now you have to use the simple present tense in the if clause, comma. Then in the main clause, you have to use the simple present again. Let me write an example because I want to match the rules with the examples I'm going to write. Again, the conditionals lesson is really important. You have to know the rule. Not only one rule, you have to know the rules. You have to apply them because you need them not only in speaking, you need them in writing. Okay, let me write this example and let's match it to the rule. Let me do like this just to be able to see the rule and the example at the same time. Okay, the example is saying if you study, this is the simplest example about conditionals, okay? You will or you pass the exam. You pass the exam, full stop. Okay. Now, let me match this example, Malak, with the zero conditional that I have just explained. Okay, now if you can see the screen I'm sharing, notice that this is if or maybe when. This is simple present tense. Study is simple present tense. This is the if clause, comma, this is the comma. And this is simple present pass is the simple present tense. Okay?
Okay.
So if plus simple present in the main clause, you have to repeat using the simple present. This is called the zero conditional. Now notice that the first conditional rule is saying if you want to use if or when, simple present in the if clause, okay, comma. Then in the main clause, you have to use will plus verb zero. This is what happened in the previous example. Let me write the same example because I don't want you to be lost. Now, if you study, you will bravo, you will pass the exam. You will pass the exam. So this is it. Notice that this is if or maybe where this is the simple present study, comma, comma, because in the next clause, which is the main clause, this is will, and the verb zero or infinitive past, this is the verb zero or infinitive. So this is the first rule. Some students asked me, Malak, what is the difference between the zero conditional and the first conditional? What is the difference if I want to say, if you study, you pass the exam? If you study, you will pass the exam. Does or do they have the same meaning? Absolutely, they don't. If you want to ask me why, all the time, like use zero conditional if you are talking about facts. If you are talking about things cannot be changed. Okay?
Okay.
Let me show you this example just to fully understand what I'm talking about. The Zoom meeting is about to be disconnected. When the meeting is disconnected, please come back, Malak, okay?
Okay.
Let me show you the zero conditional and when or maybe how I have to use it. Okay, if you can see the screen I'm sharing, notice this is if or maybe when. You put, this is simple present, a stone in water, comma, okay. Now it sinks simple present.